And good afternoon, everybody. I am currently going through, testing the system out again. Those that don't know, AMDs have a more chance they crash more than they do than i9s or Intels. Okay, they do crash. And you've really got to fine tune this thing with a comb. I mean, I'm serious. It's I just went inside and I reset all my Novidia settings and went back in and cut. The only thing I have in there is the Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Novidia settings to throw the processor at that, not the processor, but the GPU. Maximum performance. That's the only thing I got checked. And so far I've been flying around. Not saying it won't crash again, but so far so good. I mean, I'm pleased with the system, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's got to be fine-tooth combed, and you just got to go through it. Like some of your other stuff. Basically, what you're having a conflict with is the graphics card, and in the AMDs. And I don't know what the best one to get for it is or whatever. I think that's why people stick with the lower ones, like 3 and the 3 series maybe. I don't know. But I mean, I'm getting 61, 63, goes down to 40 and 50 sometimes. But that's like, it's got to be a certain situation. I flew out of Arcadia, Florida, and I've been cruising along here at, 48,000? Good God, I didn't know I was that high. Let me get down a little bit here. Close to 50-something thousand feet. And no wonder she's kind of swaying back and forth because, and cut the autopilot on. Well, off. I cut it back on. See if she'll hold the course. But I am descending now. But anyway, I just want to get out here and tell you, I do like the system. It's okay, but it's a little different from Intel. Okay. You got to make sure your graphics AMD's up to par, like I guess that's your processor. You got to make sure that that's up to date. You've got a graphics thing through AMD, like I don't know if you can see it here. I don't even know if I can pull it up. No, I can't pull it up, but it's an AMD thing. And really seriously, I don't know how to go through that. I'm going to have to do some tutorials on that. Boy, make a long story short, since I went back inside, I went in and reset everything, and then I came back in, and it had one of these crashes where it's not like a, how you want to say, a fuzz out, like all of a sudden it just stops working and goes right to your desktop. There's 2 different ones I had. It was like a freeze. It freezes and your sound goes out, and then it goes straight to desktop. So I don't know. It's kind of funny. But that's what goes on. And got an airfield down here. Let's get out here. Autopilot. Anyway, see how I do on a landing down here. But anyway, you know, I get the glitches just like I did with the I-9. Can I tell a difference between the I-9 and the AMD Horizon? Yes, I can. I can tell. I mean, I put them probably Intel slightly ahead of the. But Intel's having a lot of problems, so I wanted to get away with that right now. Bad thing about it is if you buy an AMD, you can't change anything to an Intel on the board. You have to change the board out. I found that out, and I don't know. It's just something that happens. Now, like I say, will this freeze out or crash or whatever? I don't know. It's kind of one of these things where you go, you know, you just find out sooner or later. And that's just the way it is. Now, I was going to post another video. I could post it just to let y'all see it. Basically. Okay, I lost that airport, didn't I? No, I think it's right over here. Somewhere. Anyway, I'll turn on the map here. But, no, so far so good since I've turned maximum performance on. I think that's not it. That's got a lot to do with it. And, yeah, it does. But that's our frame rate right there. Pretty good, not bad. Let's go to the map. I mean, I could send it back because I'm not happy with it, but I just, it's like flying something that you don't know if something's going to go wrong or something. I don't know. I really don't know. So, see how she does on a landing here. I mean, she's doing good right now. You just got to tweak it. That's basically what you got to do. Now, my settings are ultra in the, oh, there it is, okay. My settings are ultra in the flight simulator, okay? They're ultra. So, there's the long runway right there. See, it gets its tweaks, what do I call them? Spur of the moment things, where it kind of locks up for a second and unfreezes. Glitches, that's what I call them. I mean, you get that with everything, So, basically what I'm trying to say is, you just don't know what you're getting until you get it. And not saying that AMD something wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. It's you got to tone it out. You just got to work with it. Try to figure it out. Now I do have a 1-800 number to a tech support, and if I keep this system, I'll have full warranty. I've got it's like lifetime support, okay? So if I have any problems or anything like that, should be no problem at all. No problem at all. All right, easy. you definitely don't want to bounce this thing. And this, I do this all the time, man. This is a hard plane to land. It really is. It really is. And you've got to be real gentle on the landing. Because if you ain't, you got a problem. So I think I fixed the, I'm, you know, like I said, I'm not counting my eggs till I see it again. That's how I can say it. I don't know. But so far, so good. I mean, it's not, nothing's going on with it. I need to talk to Mike about it because he's got an AMD and, you know, I'm just jumping on board with him. But, now I've, like I said, I got tech support. They go through it, check everything. Now, I had some corrupt files in Windows that he had to go in and get rid of. And that helped out a lot because my glitches were really bad and stuff like that. But, and I noticed another thing with this model that some reason, like, it don't happen a lot. Let me just tell you that. I don't know what it is, but like I'll be doing like 60 something frame rates and then all of a sudden it'll drop down to like 30. But that happens very seldom. I mean, very seldom. So, but I'm trying to give you the truth about AMD. What I've got here. And what I got here is I gotta have to go over everything I got. But yeah, it's just, it's something else, guys. I'm trying to work with this thing, and you know, give me time. I'll get it. I mean, even the tech support. Yeah, I'm just tired of sending one back with Intel and not having the well, really it doesn't, they don't offer me the tech support that I'm getting now with AMD, and that's really good. So I can't complain. Anyway, I'm just messing around with this plane a little bit. I don't know what that is. But I'm happy with it. I mean, like I said, you get your glitches sometimes. And then that, but I don't know how often that other problem that I talked to you about the going down frame rates from 50 to 30, and it only lasts like a couple seconds. It might be somewhere on the map that's real heavy or something. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, that's the brake. I'm just, you know, I haven't messed around with this thing in a while. It's been a while. And this jet right here, I know you remember. I think this is it right here. There it is. Okay. You remember this jet, and I told you they had to do an update on it. Well, they did do an update on it, and this thing is flying great now. It's flying great. Don't hold me on my landing on that. That was my fault. But yeah, it's really flying good now. So, you know, just giving y'all an update. I've got some, you know, another thing, you know, so much I want to talk to y'all about is, I'm serious, because there's this thing called, make it a little quieter in here. There's this thing called boot loop, okay? I ran into a boot loop problem, and everybody's had it, okay? And I'm going to tell you about it because this might help you. Now, this guy came on here, and I couldn't believe this was going to work, but it did work. It did work. So what he did is he was at the boot loop. I mean, it went all the way across and was at the end of the download when I reinstalled this. I uninstalled and reinstalled. Well, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. I went into the uninstall and reinstall and clicked on. There's some modifications there you can go over, and I went in there and I resetted. I did reset. I did reset the simulator, and something else I did. I'd have to go to it and look at it. There's two phases you can go through. I did that, and after that, I was still having the boot loop issue, but I figured it out and got it figured out after I reset it. Okay, the resetting helps a lot. Okay, you don't have to install it. You could just fix the problems. I think that's what that other button is, but you can fix the problems, and then you can also reset. So I did both of them, and that did fix everything, because I was having a download problem with my aircraft and my scenery. Well, I don't have it all in there now. I don't have none of my scenery, and kind of nervous to go up there and download it. But I do have some aircraft like this one, and I don't know. But she seems to be working great now, because, you know, usually right when you take off, you don't get like 2,000 or 3,000 feet. She'll go out on you. She'll just like, and there's, like I said, there's two different types. Now, one's an internal type that you get a noise that goes, and then it goes off. Well, no, it goes, and then you have to push restart. Well, that's the last one I had. I don't know if that's a thing that resets the system or something after you make a lot of changes on it or something. I don't know. But I had that one, and that's when I said, well, let me go back in here and to the graphics card and look what I can do. So I just left the Microsoft Flight Simulator in there on the first page, and then went down to maximum performance, and everything else I left alone. Because let me tell you, if you tweak that other stuff, you're going to have a problem. You are. So just stick with the maximum performance, and that where you put your Microsoft Flight Simulator EXE in that little place, and that's where your graphics card concentrates on this game, where it gives it better performance. That's what I do. So anyway, but anyway, guys, I just want to jump in here and give you a update on what's going on. Still got a lot to do with the Flight Simulator, watching some college football. I'll keep my eyes on this thing. So far so good after I switched it to maximum performance. But like I said, don't count your chickens till they hatch. Now, if I can go on for like 2 or 3 months, I'll say, okay, problem's fixed. But, you know, like I said, I got my support. I can call them. They can tweak it, whatever, if I, let them know the issue. And like I said, they updated the chipset on here, on the AMD. And that seemed to help it a lot too. So, just got a lot of tweaking and all that. So, anyway, let me get on out of here. I'll post this video. You guys have a good one, and I hope you're having a good day. And I got to still set this thing up so I don't have to keep doing this all the time. All right. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.